So thank you for coming here and thank you for participating. But two names that I must say and identify is our former ambassador, retired Mr. K.K. Ghori, and the president of Habib Bank, Mr. Muslim Hassan. With that, I'd like to now call the star of today, a very, very eloquent speaker, somebody who represents Pakistan with pride and emotion. And you'll hear him and you'll see that he's one of his own kind, I can say. When we were listening to the national anthem of Pakistan, he was crying. You know why? Not because of anything else, but because it feels from his heart that what a great country Pakistan is and will be, inshallah, if we can put everything together like our cricket team did. So I'm going to call the Counsel General for Pakistan, Sahibzada A. Khan.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ladies and gentlemen, Excellencies, और मेरे अजीज हमवतनों, Assalamu alaikum and a good morning to all of you. I would like to thank each one of you for being here despite the rain and the sun. I am indebted. I am also indebted to the town of Markham, its great mayor and the deputy mayor and all the councillors who are here or not here, the fire department and the police representation from Toronto and North York. But today, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to acknowledge a year's hard work by the fantastic team of officers and my dedicated staff that we have in the consulate who work and strive to help the 250,000 Pakistani community members who live in Greater Toronto areas, and also acknowledge their wonderful better halves who, along with my wife, represent Pakistan so very well. Ladies and gentlemen, since we were in this hall last, Pakistan has gone through devastating floods. I would like to take this opportunity to thank not only the Pakistani community, but the Canadian people who so generously poured out their hearts and helped Pakistan. So thank you, Markham, thank you, Ontario, and thank you, Canada. Let me also inform you that the Canadian government continues to support us from the first day of the floods till today. A contribution and assistance which started with $19 million, ladies and gentlemen, last week has risen up to $71.8 million. In this regard, I would like to make a special mention of Honorable Senator Salma Ataullah Jan and Member Parliament Bob Deckard for their personal endeavors. And today, on behalf of the 300,000 strong Pakistani community, I would like to look towards Ottawa and thank Prime Minister Stephen Harper for being engaged with Pakistan. Government or no government, sir, we are very grateful for all governments of Pakistan, previous governments, present governments, and future governments. Ladies and gentlemen, floods in Pakistan, but now Japan is going through traumatic times. I'm happy to note, as Counsel General of Pakistan, that the Pakistani community has come out in the same manner in which you did for the Haitian earthquake. So my deepest appreciation to all of you. While Japan is going through a traumatic phase, there is a precarious situation in Libya as well. The government of Pakistan is following the situation in Libya with serious concern in the wake of the military strikes and the loss of human lives. Sanity demands and questions the interpretation and implementation of humanitarian principles vis-a-vis Libya. Ladies and gentlemen, this one shoe, Mr. Deputy Mayor, this one shoe fit all policy of bombing everybody that you simply don't like has serious repercussions for our future generations. They continue to treat the symptoms but not the disease. And only a few days ago, a peaceful jirga of Pakistani tribal leaders in North Waziristan was bombed by drones, because that is what we know how to do. We bomb people. The government of Pakistan strongly condemns this act of violation of human rights and our territorial sovereignty. But somehow or the other, some friends and all foes, ladies and gentlemen, are hell-bent to destabilize Pakistan, to cripple our economy, to breed religious intolerance in Pakistan. Our patience is being tested. And most recently, we lost a great leader in Pakistan, our minorities minister, the late Shehbaz Bhatti. And I knew him personally, and so did many of you. Mr. Bhatti was a voice of moderation. He always spoke of interfaith harmony, but he was killed by the criminal and terrorist elements. What was the world reaction? The world reaction was they played into the hands of these criminals to distort the image of Pakistan and breed further religious intolerance in Pakistan. Ladies and gentlemen, who should Pakistan then trust? We already live in a very dangerous neighborhood. Mr. Deputy Mayor, the Pakistan military, which is 500,000 strong, spends $4 billion on our military budget. And therefore, a very small chunk comes for our socio-economic development. So $4 billion for the Pakistani military. And right next to us, the military budget increase of India has gone up to 36 billion, 8 times more. So we live in a rough neighborhood. I'm sad today because there is no let. There is no let in the atrocities that are being unleashed on the Kashmiri people. Ladies and gentlemen, today we must take a moment to remember our Kashmiri brothers and sisters. But the world wants to free the Tunisian people, the Egyptian people, the Libyan people. What about the Kashmiri people, I ask the world? Is this not double standards of the West? But let me also assure you, ladies and gentlemen, that Pakistan, Khuda ki qasam, is guided by its national interest. At times, we do not understand. At times, we do not understand the broad picture, the big picture, the real politique, and we tend to criticize. But one thing for sure, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you loud and clear on behalf of 180 Pakistanis living in Pakistan and 7 million Pakistanis like you living abroad, that Pakistan's sovereignty is non-negotiable. और क्यों नॉन निगोशिएबल है? इसलिए कि हमने गुलशन के तहफ़्फ़ुज़ की कसम खाई है. Ladies and gentlemen, at times the real condition of a state, a nation, a society must not be judged solely by newspaper headlines. Living 6,000 miles away, we must try and read between the lines. It is very important because our sole purpose should be, whether we are in Pakistan or abroad, that we must give democracy. We must give democracy a chance to grow and thrive in Pakistan, because that is the only solution for a strong Pakistan. It is the same difference, ladies and gentlemen, between weather and climate. You can have a bad patch of weather like we had today. You can have a bad patch of weather maybe in Pakistan. Economically, we are having a bad patch of weather, but this does not mean any kind of climatic catastrophe. Despite the fact that there is a doom and gloom factory working 24/7 across the world to call Pakistan a failed state. Nations which have independent judiciaries do not fail. Nations which work towards constitution and constitutionalism do not fail. Nations who try to follow the democratic path do not fail. Nations who have a vibrant civil society and a very potent, loving, patriotic diaspora like you, they do not fail, ladies and gentlemen. We are passing through a transition. Please bear with me. We are passing through a transition and a transformation. पाकिस्तान को न सिर्फ आपकी दुआओं की ज़रूरत है, कुछ आपके सब्र की भी ज़रूरत है. इंशाअल्लाह ताला, these clouds, these uncertainties will soon be over and we will have hope and faith. क्योंकि हमारा यकीन है कि हम पे साए खुदाए जुल जलाल है. मेरे अजीज़ हमवतनों, अपनी बात का इख्तिताम आज इन अल्फाज से करूँगा. खुदा करे कि मेरे अर्ज़ पाक पे उतरे वो फसले गुल जिसे अंदेशा ज़वाल ना हो. खुदा करे मेरे अर्ज़ पाक पे उतरे वो फरसे गुल जिसे अंदेशा ज़वाल ना हो. यहाँ जो फूल खिलें वो खिले रहें सदा यूँ. यहाँ ख़िज़ा को गुज़रने की भी मजाल ना हो. यहाँ जो सब्ज़ा उगे वो हमेशा सब्ज़ रहे. यहाँ जो सब्ज़ा उगे वो हमेशा सब्ज़ रहे, और ऐसा सब्ज़ा कि जिसकी कोई मिसाल ना हो. खुदा करे, तवज्जो चाहता हूँ, खुदा करे कि न खम हो सरे वकारे वतन. खुदा करे कि न खम हो सरे वकारे वतन, और इसके हुस्न को तशवीशे माहो साल ना हो. हर एक फर्द हो तहजीब व फन का औजे कमाल. कोई मलूल ना हो, कोई खस्ता हाल ना हो. और खुदा करे कि मेरे एक भी हम वतन के लिए, और खुदा करे कि मेरे एक भी हम वतन के लिए हयात जुर्म ना हो, जिंदगी वबाल ना हो. पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद. पाकिस्तान कनाडा दोस्ती पाइंदाबाद.
Deputy Mayor की बनाए तोहफा देने के लिए पाकिस्तान कैनेडियन गवर्नमेंट से
Government of Pakistan.